Back in 2016, I achieved my lifelong dream of becoming a self-published author, and soon after, I realized the true struggle all authors have in finding book reviews. While I'm incredibly proud of what I've achieved as an indie author over the years, I am just as proud of the indie books I've discovered and reviewed in that time, because reading to me is everything. The escapism, the stories, the immersion, and even the magic that reading can be has brought me so much over the years, and so supporting fellow indie authors has become a duty, just like my dedication to the written word. Welcome to Talking Indie Books with Lee Hall, an opportunity for me to showcase some wonderful indie books I've been reading, and for this episode, I shall be reviewing one of my most recent reads, which is in the genre of comedy. Calling this book just a comedy would be an understatement, as it is also in the genre of mystery, horror, political satire, thriller, suspense, and even cryptozoology. Now, comedy is the glue that holds all of this book together, and it is delivered incredibly well. Of course, I'm talking about Sly Fox Hollow by Brett Allen, and I first became aware of this title after the author reached out to me in search of a review, and so here we are. Firstly, I had a lot of fun reading this book, which centers around a small US town known as Fox Hollow that is kind of dominated by a shady corporation. In the earlier chapters of the story, we are given a rich history lesson of the place, which serves to deliver an immersive setting which is populated with some interesting characters that brings this place to life. A huge part of Fox Hollow is the legendary history it has, while also leaning into more mythological themes, such as the presence of dogmen that supposedly lurk within the shadows. As we discover this history, there aren't many that have sighted a dogman apart from one of our main characters and reluctant hero of the piece, William Bomber Meriden, who takes on the unfortunate, or perhaps honourable role of interim mayor after the current one is found dead in mysterious, potentially dogman-related circumstances. We are also introduced to Sheriff Connie Hayes, who in her newly appointed role is trying to stop the town falling into disarray while also trying to be a parent. The story opens up with a range of themes, and the focus being on political satire. After all, Fox Hollow is looking for a new mayor, and so the candidates who emerge stoke the already wild fire of a small town about to erupt into chaos. The comedy style really is the foundation here, and Brett Allen does a great job of turning heavier subjects and making them funny, like the super rich thinking they can control everyone, while also doing weird rich people things, to even mob culture, which seems to explode in Fox Hollow in the wake of what is going on. Of course, there are some real positive themes here too, such as the value of community and friendship, and trusting your instincts. As quoted from my recent written review, the balance between comedy and perhaps some more serious subjects is just right here, and the humour used here, in particular, is a vessel that allows the story to approach near enough anything. Sly Fox Hollow asks the ultimate question of what if. What if some of these things exist? What would happen if people had enough of being controlled and divided by the elite? And the answers are delivered through a metaphoric reflection of the real world, by way of comedy and some great writing. Now, I did mention at the end of my written review that I would share some of my favourite and fun quotes from the book, so here they are. Myths have to come from somewhere. What kind of stable mind could maintain itself on a diet of processed cakes, soda, and neon apple sauce? Now the whole town was ready, once again, to destroy private property, but this time together. And so my rating for this book was 5 stars, and you can find my written review linked below. So that wraps up this episode of Talking Indie Books with Lee Hall. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and of course, if you're reading something right now, remember to leave a review. Peace out, rock and roll, and reading indie books. This video is supported by a wonderful community of people over on my Patreon. If you are looking for more exclusive content such as book marketing and promotion guides and social media tutorials for creatives, then check it out. All of my video content premieres first via Patreon, and that includes more episodes of Talking Indie Books with Lee Hall. Sign up to be a Royal Rockstar today, and you'll receive a free digital copy of my best-selling guidebook, Consistent Creative Content.